like to think of myself as being a helpful chap. I always try to give a helping hand whenever I can. So today I will start with a useful tip for those planning to come to the UK. My tip for survival today is never accept a £50 note from anyone. I'm not kidding. If you are ever offered a £50 note as payment or in change, you must refuse it. Do not take the £50 note. Why, I hear you ask? The answer is simple, because you will never get rid of it. No one will accept a £50 note. Shops will not take them. You will not be able to get change for it. No one knows what a real £50 note looks like. People just assume they are all fake. So, just to reiterate, don't accept a £50 note from anyone, anywhere, at any time. Hi everybody and welcome to another full English lesson. Let's get on with it, shall we? Let's do it. Let's learn some more English. Right? Ding! Now! Many people have asked me, Mr. Duncan, what is the best way to speak English? Is it with an American accent or a British accent? I think this is a very interesting question indeed, and some might say that it is not easy to answer. But my answer to this question is quite simple. You use the English you feel the most comfortable with. You don't have to sound like an American when you're speaking. You don't have to sound like a British person when you're speaking. As long as you feel comfortable with the way you use English, that is the most important thing of all. Of course, it's also important that the other person understands what you are saying as well. So don't worry too much about sounding like somebody else. Don't punish yourself by trying to copy someone else's way of speaking. What you have to do is develop your own way of using English. Don't forget, English is an emotional language. It's a personal language. It's a language that you use to express the way you feel. So don't worry about sounding like somebody else. Use English as you would your own language, in your own way, to express the way you feel. So you don't have to sound like Mr. Duncan. You don't have to sound like some American movie star. You don't have to sound like anybody. What you have to sound like is you. Have you ever been forced to change something you've said in the past? Has a statement you've made previously been disproved? If so, then we can say that you have been forced to eat your own words. To eat your own words is an expression that means to be confronted by something you've said in the past. A statement you made concerning a certain topic has been proved wrong. What you said was incorrect and untrue. You must now face the consequences of your action. You will have to eat your own words. To have your own negative thoughts and opinions used back at you in retaliation can also be described as being forced to eat your own words. You might have to take back what you said and apologize for your thoughtless words. You must eat your words. This action is one that most people try to avoid having to do, as it means they have to admit that they are wrong. He always criticizes my work, but one day I'll make him eat his words. To make a person eat their own words is to prove them wrong. They are being forced to take back what they said. They are having their own words used against them. Their foolish opinions have been exposed. The offended person is getting back at someone for the negative things they've said in the past. They are being forced to eat their own words. Have you ever been on a busman's holiday? Have you ever heard of this expression before? Well, let me explain what it is. A busman's holiday is an expression that describes a situation where a person is doing something for relaxation that they would be normally doing in their occupation. That is to say, they are trying to take a break away from their work by doing something that relates to their actual job. For example, if I went away for a trip to London for a break, away from making video lessons, and whilst there I went to visit the YouTube headquarters to talk to someone about video production, then you might describe this as a busman's holiday. I am doing something in my free time that relates to my actual job. We can call anything related to a person's profession as a busman's holiday, if the thing in question can be connected to their normal occupation. A doctor might visit a museum of medicine during a vacation. A firefighter might have to put out a blaze at a hotel they are staying at. A person who drives a bus for a living might have to drive the family around whilst on holiday. Hence the expression, busman's holiday. It's time to take a look at another buzzword. A buzzword is a word or phrase that is popular during a certain time or is generally used. Today's buzzword is soundbite. The word soundbite is a noun which names a short extract from a recording that expresses a point or an opinion succinctly. An audio or video clip of someone making a statement or comment that is clear and to the point can be described as a soundbite. You will often hear soundbites during a news broadcast. A short excerpt of a statement or comment is played to the audience. Politicians often give statements in such a way that they can be easily used as soundbites. Each part of the statement expresses clear and concise sentences that can be edited later. A journalist might ask someone a question with the aim of getting a soundbite. An audio clip or a short piece of video footage that features someone giving a clear description or a blunt response to a question is a soundbite. If something is said by a public figure in a succinct, clear, concise way, then there is a good chance that it will eventually be used as a soundbite. I always like to introduce new words and phrases to you, and today is no exception. The phrase I'm going to show you today refers to a certain item of clothing. The phrase is old hat. Here you can see in my hand one of my old hats that I used to wear. The phrase old hat means to be obsolete or tired out by being done too often or for too long. A thing that has been said or done time and time again over a long period of time can be referred to as old hat. It has been done so many times before, most people have become bored with it. A tired and overdone thing is old hat. This new superhero movie plot is so old hat. An out-of-date thing or something that is seen as old-fashioned can be described as old hat. It is no longer fashionable. It is boring. It has been done too often for too long. It is old hat. The phrase derives from the notion of something being worn too often, such as an old hat, to the point where it looks tired and worn out. It has been used for a very long time. What a pity, what a shame, oh dear me, it is time to say goodbye once more. We have come to the end of another full English lesson, but don't worry, I will be back with you very soon. Don't forget also you can catch me every weekend live right here on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also activate your notifications as well, so you will never miss another one of my English lessons. This is Mr. Duncan in the birthplace of English saying thanks for watching today, and I'll see you again very soon. And of course, ta-ta for now.